Hello there and welcome to my review of Zelda Breath of the Wild art book. Now as you can see, this is quite a big book. It's quite heavy, it's quite thick as well. This is the hardback. I don't think there's a softback edition of this, but every so once in a while I like to sit in the garden and read a good art book. Well, mostly look at pictures of a good art book. Now I picked this up around Christmas time. I got it off Amazon, brand new, for about £22. I did have a look online at the moment, at the time of doing this review, and it's about £26, and it's so worth it. It is a beautifully put together book. The amount of work that's just gone in putting the book together is staggering, and this is a big book. Like, it just, I don't show how many pages there are. There's well over 400 pages of art here. Now this is mostly concept art, being a computer game art book. Now with the concept art, it's not about producing finished works of art. It's more about conveying the mood of the game, showing the different characters, what they look like, setting the tone really, something for the developers to work to. And oh, hello, it's Patch. Patch wants to see the art book too. It's something for the developers, a style guide if you like, and also the concept artists do a fantastic job of coming up with the actual designs of all the weapons and, well, all the elements of the game really. Now with this game, they have really just gone for it. Like literally every aspect of the game they seem to have done work or artwork for, and it's just staggering. It is just staggering, and the game got amazing reviews, and looking at this art book I can see why. Now I must confess, I do not actually have a Switch. I literally would be buying it just for this game. I love Zelda, and I am very tempted. I think the Switch Lite at the moment is about £200, plus the game, which at the moment is about £50. But that's a lot of money to play one game. So I think I'm going to content myself just with the art book at the moment. It's a beautiful day outside at the time of doing this video, and we are still in lockdown here in the UK because of the coronavirus. So it's an absolute pleasure, if you're lucky enough to have a garden or some outside space, you can just sit and enjoy the sunshine and just read a good book or look through a good art book like this. Is what I like to do. Now there is text in the book along with the artwork, so you can spend hours and hours studying this, and there's literally breakdowns of all the designs for all the characters, all the equipment. Actually I should go to the index really so you can see, but the care and attention is just staggering. Okay, here we go. So we have all the different development, history, illustrations. Now the illustrations, there are like key pieces of art that they use to work to. There isn't just concept work as well, there are finished works of art. Like this is a finished work of art, obviously from promotional purposes. Oh, Pat's just cleaning himself. Okay, so yeah, I mean you can spend hours and hours and hours looking through this book, and I think if you can get it for like under £30, you're getting a bargain here. Well, as I say, I got it for like 22, and for that money I think it's an absolute steal. It's one of the best art books I've ever owned. So yeah, if you're thinking about how good is this art book, it's phenomenal. So if you are interested in art, you're interested in Zelda, then this is a fantastic book to look through. I haven't played the game, but reading through this book makes me want to play it even more. So yeah, what can I say? It's just fantastically put together book. go and buy it, enjoy it. I mean, if I flick through, you can see this is it's just incredible. Now, if you've played the game, you'll probably look at all this, and it will kind of remind you of the game and probably be more relevant to you. The actual characters will mean more to you. But even not having played the game, it's still fantastic to look through this book. Now, normally, as I say, I would buy an art book for a game that I've actually played and enjoyed and really like the art style. So this is kind of unusual for me. But eventually when I do get the game, so I definitely want to play it at some point, I think they're producing another Zelda game, so maybe when there's 2 to play, I can more justify getting the Switch. But wow. I love all this stuff, the imagination, the colouring. And it's interesting to see how things developed. Like sometimes when you look through the art book, you can see, I mean, these dragons are fantastic. You can see sometimes they just might use some of the artwork, and it makes you think, wow, if they do a sequel, then they could utilise some of the other pieces of art. Wow. Now, growing up, I loved playing Zelda. I mean, I just adored it as a kid. The games are so well designed. And apparently this is like the best Zelda ever. And looking through this book, I can believe it. Look at this weapon design, it's fantastic. Okay, so I hope I've given you a good idea what to expect with this book. And I'm not sure there's any developer interviews as such. I think it's pretty much, sometimes you do get like an interview with the developers and they will go through, oh, there's some stuff at the back here. Oh, here we go, yeah. So you do actually get some interviews with the developers, fantastic. And the illustrators, brilliant. So I look forward to reading through that. Oh, there's some, of course, of the history. Yeah, fantastic book. Definitely worth the asking price. I think even at the full retail price, I mean, it's arguably worth it. But yeah, for the price it's on Amazon at the moment, like £26, definitely worth it. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you stay safe. You know, if you're lucky enough to be able to sit out somewhere and read a good art book like this, and maybe I like a cold beer as well, you know, just sit and read through something like this, then you're very lucky. And I know that there must be some people stuck in bed sits and in places like that, it must be really hard. It's no fun being stuck inside at times like this, especially on a day like this. You know, it's something we've all got to do. It's amazing to me that most people seem to be really complying with what the government's asking people to do, and staying indoors and helping to slow the spread of the virus and saving lives at the same time. So that's really encouraging to see, and I hope it continues for as long as it takes, because there's a lot of people out there that are vulnerable or have loved ones that are vulnerable. So yes, pretty unprecedented times, and hopefully a lot of lessons are going to be learned from this. If there is another pandemic, well, obviously there will be at some point. But I know a lot of people are worried about their jobs. It's definitely going to be a big hit on the economy. It's going to be very interesting to see, you know, how the economy bounces back, how robust it is, and hopefully it will, and things will return to normal. Okay, thank you for now, and goodbye.